Cancer, your card for today is in fact, let your life be transformed. Transformation. Cancer. Transformation is amazing. A transformation will help you to create something new, create something better, improve something immediately. For a lot of you, transformation, the definition, is an act, a process, or an instance of transforming or being transformed. For a lot of you, transformation is going to allow you the ability to set yourself free and away from something that is no longer serving you. Because this transformation is going to allow you to change a lot of things about yourself, Cancer. Now, to transform, and what we're going to talk about here today, and these messages are meant for you from your angel guides. I am sending them as I hear them. To change the form of, or to change in shape or appearance, to metamorphose as a caterpillar is ultimately transformed into a butterfly. Now, transform is a verb. It's an action word. To change into another substance, to transmute as the alchemist sought to transform, leads into gold. Now, some of you are trying to change in composition or structure. For some of you, transformation is deciding to take a whole about face. It's also incorporating different things into your life that you didn't do before. It's also talking about transforming even your cells that are within your body. You know, when you have starvation and cell density, it also can be introduced that way as being a big change to your body. Your body changes every 7 years. Sometimes you may not be allergic to something and then 7 years later you are. Sometimes you may like a certain food and then 7 years later you decide you don't like it anymore. For a lot of you, you see something one way for a long time, 7 years or more, and then you don't see it like that anymore. You get a different perspective, a different point of view. As we look at this card today, it speaks about when you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable and your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to you easily because spirit moves freely through you. So again, you can read this for yourself. Hopefully you can see this. But it is true. When you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable and your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens out of the blue, unexpected. All these great things start to come about, start to present themselves right in front of you. So if you're stuck right now, Cancer, if you're feeling like you don't know what else to do next, consider making a transformation. Consider to stop making assumptions about other people, about a situation, even about yourself. Don't assume something is one way because it might be completely different than you see it. You are truly loved. You are definitely promised a lot more than what you see in this world right now. There are so many things that are starting to come about. As a psychic medium, I can tell you that you have endured many things, but you're going to endure many more. Some of you, yes, you are going to go through a few more bumps in the road, but it's okay, because on that last bump, you'll be able to see up at the highest mountain, as tall as the highest mountain that you've ever seen. Your dreams will start to float right in front of you and come to you. There are a lot of blessings that are waiting to come towards you. There are many decisions and choices that you are going to be making that are going to help you to transform. Some of you, you're going to transform with weight loss. Some of you may transform with your schooling or your academics. Some of you may transform in nature or with nature. Some of you may decide to transform in a completely different way. For a lot of you, something with law enforcement or someone in uniform or something to do with lessons, something to do with training, something to do with procedures or routines. All that makes a whole lot of sense. For some of you, there's an adjustment that you're going to make. This adjustment is going to teach you how to handle something, how to maybe change your behaviors, how to change your responses, how to transform so many different things. But trying to transform your behavior could all be in reference to pre-contemplation. It can also be the stage that's set in front of us. You know, a lot of us literally never thought about being able to change the way we want something to turn out, change the way we want our situation to finalize. For some of you, it's about changing the outcome of something. You know, what exactly causes this change is different for everybody. Determination is one way to master your transformation. The stage that you're preparing now for yourself to perform on, so you can show your best you, whether it's at your job, or whether it's with your family, or whether it's in the relationship, or maybe it's with God. But there are many, many behaviors, modifications that we can do. You have to remember to reward yourself, because maintenance is a very important stage of change. Reward is a very important stage. During that stage, you must reward yourself. You must try to avoid former behaviors and keeping up with new behaviors, creating new routines that don't involve the old behaviors, the old responses, the old reactions, the old choices. A lot of you have old habits, as I do too. We all have old habits that we're so comfortable with, that we feel like we're okay, they're good enough, they'll get me by. To do something new, to do something fresh, to do something that makes you feel even a little bit uncomfortable is all worth it. Then the new things, as you continue to do them, will not be so new anymore, won't feel so strange anymore. Whether it's, I'm going to decide to drink 12 ounces of celery juice when I first wake up in the morning on an empty stomach. And then I'm going to have a very lean breakfast with no carbohydrates. And then I'm going to have a salad for lunch, or a fruit salad for lunch. And then I'm going to have little snacks in between, maybe a hard-boiled egg or a banana or a piece of fruit. And then I'm going to have my dinner before 6 p.m. And then I'm not going to eat anything after 6 p.m. But I am going to drink a half a gallon to a gallon of water every day. You'll transform quickly. You'll lose weight quickly. I'm going to decide to walk every day in the morning and in the evening. I'm going to decide to go to the gym 3 times a week and maybe lift light weights to get my muscles toned back up. A lot of you are going to think about all the things that you want to convert or change, whether it's behaviors or whether you want to modify something. Maybe your diet, maybe your schedule, maybe your routine, maybe your behaviors. Again, mental health needs to have exercise as well. Our mental health needs to be exercised as well. Maybe some of you aren't reading as much as you should. Maybe some of you are stuck on your phone or your video games. You need a break from all that. A lot of you will be setting different goals, and a goal is an end state that provides a focus for your motivational encouragement. Support your good habits. Work on good behaviors. Work on rewarding yourself for your good behaviors, for your changes that you've made. Maybe instead of putting 3 sugars in your coffee, put 1. Maybe instead of eating a whole sandwich, eat a half. Maybe instead of taking 2 pain pills, take 1. Maybe instead of taking too much soda or caffeine, take half. A lot of you are wanting to see different results. A lot of you will only see the different results by your choices and decisions that you make, the changes that you do subtly. And take your time. Don't overdo it. Don't rush it so fast. Don't make everything so dramatic. Just implicate one of these changes every day, and slowly you'll do a complete transformation. Remember to get your rest as well. It's very important when you're trying to create these changes. So I hope this card and message helps. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, Cancer. Wonderful.